everyone, today we're making the pie crust recipe that went with the pumpkin pie that I posted last. Very first step is we need to grate our butter. So I use my KitchenAid to help me grate the butter so I can touch it as little as humanly possible and keep it as cold as possible as long as possible. If you couldn't tell, keeping your butter cold for making pie crust is really important. And don't forget to scrape out the little bits of extra that like to get stuck. We need to work the butter into the flour, but again, we're trying not to touch it too much. So only using your fingertips to mash in those bigger pieces. We're gonna use a teaspoon of lemon with an egg yolk and some very cold water, and we're gonna mix that together and then add that to our shaggy butter flour mixture. From here, we'll start mixing everything together. Now, again, we're trying to touch it as little as possible, which I know seems counterintuitive when we're trying to really mix something together like a dough. But once it starts to form like a thicker crumble, we'll dump that onto a countertop and give it a couple of kneads until it just forms that ball. Just the temperature from your hands will start to warm the butter, so we really want to touch this as little as possible. From here, we need to get it into the fridge. So I'm going to cut this thing in half, smush it down into a rough circle oval so it'll be easier for when we roll it back out later, and put it in the fridge for about an hour or two or until the butter firms up. Now, this new marble French rolling pin I just got, I'm pretty obsessed with, and I don't even have a link for it. I got it at Home Goods. I just love it a lot. And we roll out the dough to the size of our pie dish. Now, this recipe was for two 10-inch pie dishes, and it worked perfect for that. Or it's one pie crust for the bottom and one for the top, like if you were doing an apple pie. Either way, this pie crust for a pumpkin pie doesn't need to blind bake beforehand. It just gets the custard poured in. Let me know how you like it. I hope you enjoy.